Paul Tracy is one of the greatest motorsports drivers to ever come out of Canada. With 31 wins, 74 podiums, and 24 pole positions, along with his 2003 Kart Series championship, it's easy to see why he's considered one of the greatest of all time. But for as much of a good driver as he is, he's equally as controversial. Similar to another driver by the name of Robbie Gordon, Paul Tracy was always expected to get in a few shenanigans every now and then, and a couple of fights here and there. He had been retired for quite some time, up until 2021, when an opportunity to run in the SRX arose. Fans knew that he was about to steal the headlines, whether it was on or off the track. Regardless of the outcome, he was going to be entertaining to watch no matter what. Up to this point, he has been entertaining to watch on the track, but unfortunately for all of the wrong reasons. This is SRX Bus Paul Tracy. This video is brought to you by Pristine Auction. They are the most trusted sports memorabilia auction site with an A+ BBB rating. Auctions on pristineauction.com start at just $1 each day, and there are thousands of signed items available, so you can win signed authentic signatures at affordable prices. Every item on pristineauction.com comes with a certificate of authenticity from the industry's most reliable authenticators. Deals like this are happening all the time on pristineauction.com, and they are your one-stop shop for NASCAR memorabilia, collectibles, and so much more. Upgrade your collection of signed memorabilia today and get $10 off your first item won when you use code BFM. They have also supplied me with a giveaway for all of you. They'll be giving away a signed Bubba Wallace Funko. At the conclusion of this video, head on over to pristineauction.com/register, and for a chance to win, all you have to do is sign up on their website using my registration code BFM to be entered. Once again, a huge thanks to the fine folks over at Pristine Auction and you for supporting this channel.
This was a race for 8th position, gone bad. Now, did Marco Andretti get any damage to the front of his car when he and Tracy made that contact in the cloud of smoke? Doesn't look like it's bad. Marco did not come to pit road under this yellow. Ooh.
Oh boy.
More carnage from Michael Waltrip's car as he's caught in between Bobby Labonte and Ernie Francis.
So I'm wondering how much damage was from the accident in 3 and 4 where he hit the outside barrier, and I'm wondering if the rear wing was perhaps knocked a little loose. He's got smoke coming out the back now as he comes around. I think it'd be interesting to see if he can keep going.
So our Paul Tracy on board is going to give us our first view and our first listen on the night. Let's talk to PT.
Let's go down to PT. This is Danica. Paul, can you hear me?
I hear you, Danica. Hey, what kind of shoes you got on?
I love that's what you're thinking about. They're beautiful high-heeled, just kidding, they're tennis shoes. Nobody can see my feet. Fun to watch. Here's number 1. Side by side, second hit on the wall, that right front. Oh, spin out of 4.
And one into the outside wall. That is Paul Tracy.
Just spun.
Gassed her up off turn 4, and away it went.
He's running up pretty high. The groove is moving up a little bit. There's definitely, we can see it in the second heat, people, making their passes around the outside. So he's just pushing it.
I'll tell you what, Matt, I'm about fed up with Michael Waltrip. I'm about to get boogie on him now in this next race if I see him. That's 2 weeks in a row. The guy's turned me, slammed into me, so I'll be looking for him.
I don't want to tangle with Paul Tracy, but do you know who spun me out? Because I want to tangle with them. I want to.
Paul Tracy. Well, I think it was Paul Tracy, but it sounds better. Yeah, Paul Tracy spun you out. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to go spin him out, and if he's wrong, you're going to have to deal with him. If you tell me some bad information, it ain't my fault.
Coming off a 2 here. Oh, yeah, again, Willie got a little high into Paul, and it's just everybody, when you get on the brakes to try and avoid it, that's just what happens.
For the first time all season, Tracy was running consistently up front in the 3rd race at Eldora. By the halfway point of the main event, he was still up front battling for the lead. But as the race went on, his car began to fade and even took out his frustrations on poor Bobby Labonte, who I didn't even think did anything to him in this race. He wound up finishing in 5th, but still had a horrible average finish through the first 3 races. He was wasn't going to win the championship, but maybe he could put together solid runs in these final 3 races, which hopefully can result in maybe a podium.
Oh, we have a little contact here. Look back.
At Kanan and Tracy. No, I think Paul drove into the wall himself. There wasn't any contact. Tony did not push him. They did push him there, but look, there's actually no contact. Paul Tracy hits the wall before Tony Kanan gets anywhere close to him. So, sorry, TK. That great restart shot from the drone, and Francis Jr. is gone already.
Oh, Tracy got the wall.
Yeah. And then Paul, look at the runny though. He gets off at turn 2, and the door gets closed. This is funny. Michael Waltrip maybe repaying a favour from earlier, just closing that lane down.
Scott Speed fighting for all he can to hold on to 3rd spot. Contact, Santos into Tracy. And the caution is out.
Tracy was really lucky to get away with that. He didn't stay on the brakes. I think Paul was just used up there.
Well, trouble, got contact back in the pack. Paul Tracy spun around, I believe, got a little bit of help from the yellow car of Ernie Francis Jr.
Oh, he may have beached it. We talked about how steep that banking was.
Oh, yeah.
Sure looks like it. Again, this is what we talked about, guys. It's so hard to get up alongside another car with only 340 feet of straightaway. So you could just see he passes under caution, passing all these cars, had his eye on the yellow car, and then just turned straight right up into him. Ernie wouldn't have even known he was coming.
Just as he gasses it up for the restart, whoa.
Yeah, you can see immediately the car just started going straight, stops turning. That's a tire going down, no doubt from that contact. So that's a tough pill to swallow, but you know, that's going to happen when you do that kind of move. And I know Paul, like you said, was trying to pass that hat off to Elio, who's actually technically had more incidents.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw is a whole lot of dirty driving by Ernie Francis. I'm pretty disappointed. I passed him clean, and he just flat out dumped me. And it's going to be a long 150 lapper, and I got a bad car, and you might have a bad night after this. So get ready.
Looking at a replay of Paul and Willie just getting into each other, got Willie loose, turned him down into Paul. A little bit of bumper cars happening back there.
Here's the shot. He got a shot underneath him and all the way into turn 3.
You know what, man? That's not the first time we've seen amazing car control from Ernie Francis Jr. Yeah, Paul kind of turned in from the second lane there and then decided to come down a bit low. Just a wide arc going in. The gap was there and then it wasn't.
Back in line, that's for 4th place, but at the white flag. And there's a spin. We're not done yet, and they're going to stack a few of them up in turn 4.
2 to go. Paul Tracy again dropped like he was last week in Indianapolis.
If asking Danica Patrick about her feet was weird enough, it was about to get even weirder. After the race, he had an exchange with Haley Deegan, where the whole exchange was recorded and put on her YouTube channel.
He's pissed because of this.
Yeah.
That's in the corner, we're on the yellow. He came down.
Like, what do you want me to do? Argue with a guy that's 250 pounds that my dad's age? Like, it's like me arguing with my dad. Like, no, you took me out. No, I didn't.
And who could forget Jenna Fryer poking the bear and getting Paul Tracy to come out of his Twitter retirement? But just like the Danica Patrick conversation, this is still on that same level of weirdness. Calling her baby and saying, "I'm glad I'm on your mind this morning." Like, bro, this isn't the flex you think it is. Because of all of these weird exchanges with some of the women in motorsports, we're gonna call him the most down baddest driver in SRX history.
Yeah, good little nudge from Paul there. Move Marco up the racetrack. Big slide coming off a 4 for old Slinger Andretti, bumping into each other. This is, oh no, that's big contact. That is Marco Andretti around.
Caution flag is out.
In the inaugural SRX season, Paul Tracy finished 7th out of the 10 full-time drivers, scoring a best finish of 5th twice that season at Eldora and the Fairgrounds. Even though he didn't lead a whole lot of races that season, he at least leads the SRX in incidents, totaling to 15 on-track incidents in just 6 races. And as of this upload, through the first 2 races of this season, he has already been involved in 2. While the SRX is at the end of the day just supposed to be a racing league for fun, you can still have some expectations for how certain drivers are going to perform. And in my opinion, without a doubt, up to this point, Paul Tracy is the biggest SRX bust in series history. We'll see if this ages well or not. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.